It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Absolutely. We're talking decor this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and a decor trend making a huge comeback, or in the same breath, a trend that never really went away is upcycling. I mean, we're talking about reusing the old to repurpose and recreate it into something brand new. And this morning, Carin Smith, she's the fashion director or fashion and decor editor for Ideas magazine. She joined us this morning to just talk a little bit about October's big feature, to what she calls in the bag decor ideas. We're talking hessian bags and how to upcycle them and how to incorporate them into your home to make beautiful decor pieces. Carin, very nice to have you with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
I love this. I mean, this type of material, how is this kind of trending at the moment? I mean, especially throughout the month of October.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to see that Cape Town's kind of catching up with the rest of the country summer-wise.
Yeah, finally.
So, obviously, we're all kind of moving outside and kind of starting to live in our backyards. So what we'll see is a lot of that kind of texture coming through in fabric. So natural linen, sun-drenched fabric, and then things like the hessian. It's that texture, that kind of earthy kind of feel.
Yeah.
And because it's a really nice versatile fabric, you can use it outside in your garden as well.
I like it. So there's so much more than just, you know, for rice and potatoes and that kind of stuff, you know.
I know.
They're decor items. So what are we going to be doing this morning? What are you going to show us?
Okay, so it's a very quick craft, and you don't need a sewing machine for it, you don't need hot glue for it, so it's my kind of craft.
I like it.
So we're going to do a little rug, which you can, as I said, because rough, or hessian.
It's a rough texture, yeah.
Yeah, it's also called burlap. You can also use it outside. Okay. So we're going to make a little rug for your outside area, but you're more than welcome to use it inside as well. Okay,
all right,
so what
perfect.
you need is a hessian bag.
Perfect.
So I've been a bit naughty, I cut mine already.
That's fine, that's fine.
How
have you cut it?
So when you buy the bag, it's obviously bag-like, and you'll see that the edges have been worked, hand-sewn by someone, and so I'm going to be unpicking that.
Okay.
So you need your unpicker to unpick that. So you just unpick both sides so that we're left with a long piece like that. So I'm going to just move this underneath here, if you don't mind.
And I'll throw it open for you there. Look at that.
So then we have a long... So you can use this now as a runner, or you can cut it smaller to make a smaller rug. So we're going to cut it a bit smaller.
All right.
So I'm going to just cut it. So you can just use the middle line as your... Okay, so...
And you'll know you've used bang on the middle at least.
Exactly. So what we need to cut this with is a fabric scissors. Okay. Normal paper scissors isn't going to do the job.
All right.
So, and just kind of roughly cut it. The thing with this is you can just cut it straight, so you don't have to worry about being too perfect about it.
All right.
Okay, so we've done that. So we'll put this away.
So there's our little rug.
That's our little rug. So that's going to become our rug. So what we need to do is we need to actually cut the edge off.
Okay.
So we've cut the edge off on this side, and you cut the edge off on that side.
All right.
So the next thing is you need your unpicker again. And you'll see, because it's a fabric, it's been woven. Yeah. So you have these little bits that can come out. So just unpick it until you're happy with it. Okay,
so you want a kind of a rough kind of...
You want like a bit of a fringe detail at the end.
Yeah.
So what you can do as well beforehand, you can just make sure that you kind of measure it. So about 10 centimeters, 15 centimeters, whatever you want your fringe to be. And you can just continue doing that until you have...
Get this nice little frayed kind of effect.
And then if you want to finish it off, so the frayed effect kind of looks like that.
Here we go, look at that.
If you want to finish it off, which you don't have to, but I kind of like to finish things, you can just fold the edge and then use your iron just to kind of iron it.
Oh, so you iron it?
Yeah, you can just iron it. And it's an easy product to work with. And then what you'll get at most, you can get it at leather shops or fabric shops, is in a upholstery needle. So you need twine like this, an upholstery needle, and you just twine, you just stitch it.
Just stitch it through. Easy as that. Listen, why do you think upcycling is, you know, a kind of a thing that never goes away? What's the big deal? What's a big hoo-ha?
I think the thing is with that is people always like repurposing things in their house. So I can go into like a long conversation about kind of people reusing and upcycling, but the main trend at the moment is that people are kind of decluttering. And I think spring cleaning and all that kind of, people are kind of decluttering like their whole lives, and so that kind of spills into their houses. And we live in such a hectic life at the moment that we want to come home to a quieter place, and so like reusing things you have in your house instead of just throwing them out.
Just got to think a little bit creative. Carin, thank you so much for joining us this morning, giving us a great idea. I mean, a nice little rug, easy as that. Quick, you can make it. But of course, you need a nice little home as well to put your rug in, and we might be able to help you out with that.